What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. Okay, this one comes from Zach. Zach writes, I'd like to hear your thoughts on how a lot of people act and treat each other. Lately, I've been thinking a lot about how people complain about being treated unfairly, yet when the opportunity to bring people up presents itself to them, they shun the person. I see these fake pieces of shit on Instagram that follow people and then unfollow after that person follows them back. It's frustrating that 95% of people aren't genuine friends and will screw you over when you need support the most. I wouldn't even dream of treating others the way others do now. I value my friendships, and it's a shame that others do not seem to be incapable of this. I really admire your hard work and hope to train with you one day. Well, Zach, your question, I think Instagram and unfollowing people is much too small of an issue. I think we do have an issue with how people treat each other in society, and I think we do have an issue with respect in society. I was reading up on this thing called the knockout game. For those of you who haven't seen it, so you literally walk up to somebody, even elderly women and children, okay? And you come up from behind, you punch them, you knock them out. Now, you know what happens when you get knocked out and you fall? You risk your head hitting the ground and really dying. So, I just think, there's a lot of issues, there's a lot of things that people point to. One is the lack of religion in society, and I'm not going to take that stance. I think it's the lack of the family unit. I think it's the lack of the father in the house, really, that gets it done. I think it's a lack of a lot of things. Whether it's a lack of mother or lack of father, I think it's a lot of lack of caring and of being a part of your kid's life. You know, I guarantee you that kid who bullied my kid, who's a 5th grader in kindergarten, I guarantee his parents are pieces of shit. You know, I guarantee that kid doesn't have the best upbringing most of the time. Now, there are going to be issues where there are well brought up children who go the wrong path, and vice versa. You have people who have the worst upbringing possible, yet come out like really, really good. I really think that there is a decay in society. It comes with entitlement. People think that if you do something bad or if you don't help people, that someone will come and save you. They believe they're entitled to things. You know, I like hearing, well, I deserve this and you deserve that. You don't deserve shit. You need to work for it. You need to earn it. The mindset of this generation is that of entitlement. It's not that of working for what you need. And my generation started it. I believe I'm Generation Y. My brother's Generation X. And I believe it was Generation X and Y that really kind of started this downward spiral we're in society, where the golden rule is to treat do unto others. I think that's been pretty much thrown by the wayside in the current generation. And it's up to us, the ones who watch this channel, who have kids or who are going to have kids in the future, to know that your kids are the future. They're the ones who will be the ones breaking up fights and stopping bullies and stopping mistreatment of people. You know, it's funny, I just did an interview today with youth1sports.com. YOUTH, the number 1.com, youth1.com. And we went over the bullying thing, and as a parent with athlete children, the athletes are generally in a cool circle. You know what I mean? If you're a star baseball player, you're probably not going to be hanging out with the kids on the chess team who are likely to be picked on. What your job is, as a good person, is to be a hero, is to stand up to the bullies. And that's how I was saying at the radio show. It's like there was an issue once where there was a bus aide, this older woman who wasn't in great shape. And these kids were calling her the worst names possible. And not one kid stood up and said, you know what? Stop it. This is just wrong. And I showed my kids, I showed Cammie that video, and I said, if this ever happens, you stand up for that woman. You be a hero. And I don't care what ramifications come of it. I'll go to school, and I'll make sure everything's good. But if you stand up for what's good, what's right, you'll do good things. So why do people act and treat each other the way they do? Because they're told it's okay. They're told it's someone else's fault. It's no one else's fault. This is a fitness channel, so I'm going to parlay it into what you do. What you know people, what people you know do, or what you might have done in the past. I can't go to the gym now because I'm too busy. I'm going to give up on my goals. I'm not going to focus. See what I mean? There's a lot of things going on where you're setting an example, you don't even know it. You know, the thing is, why do people do things? Because they feel they can. Because they don't feel like they need to get involved. Did you hear about the person? There was a woman literally getting raped in an alley. and people were just walking by, minding their own business. Happens all the time. You know, there was one instance where this guy was on those bath salt things. He was eating a guy's face. People were just walking by, doing nothing. Not one person stopped and said, hey, that's wrong. You need to be that person. So people act and treat each other the way they do. There's no loyalty anymore. There was never loyalty. People are out for themselves for the most part. I have a couple really good friends. Sean Torbody at HPN, Chad, my partner at Tiger Fitness, and a few others. But those are the two that come to mind that I'm going to mention. Those guys would give their life for me and vice versa. Whereas other people who I thought were my friends, when given the opportunity, have 100% of the time stabbed me in the back, or even worse, didn't have my back in the time when they should have as a friend. I'd rather be broke living on the street than to screw over a friend or to stab a friend in the back. Unfortunately, the code of the street, stay true to your homies, has completely gone. And it's up to us to revive it. You know, you got to revive it within yourself. If you see someone broken down on the side of the road, you stop and help them. If you see a crime being committed, help it. Oh, well, my life was in danger. You know what? I'd rather die a hero than live a coward. That's how I'm always going to live my life. So look at yourself and look at what you can do to help people. Yes, I know you're going to bring up, well, you make fun of people doing bad movements in the gym. It's a little bit different than someone getting robbed and you not doing anything about it. Okay, there's been a lot of times when the person has talked to his significant other incorrectly in public and I've corrected them. Okay, there are times you need to step up for what's right and what's wrong. And you don't have to be big like me to do it. Sometimes it just takes some testicles, some testicular fortitude to get it done. But I'll tell you what, whatever your beliefs are, if you believe it's a lack of God in society anymore, if you believe it's too much God, whatever it is, people are being mistreated. And it's up to us to treat everybody else as we would like to be treated. The golden rule always prevails. I'm Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com, because doing unto others, that's not a game.